Okay, everybody, here's the next part of my Walt Disney Masterpiece Collection 30th Anniversary Special, in which we're going to play one more game on the Game Boy, and that game is Jeopardy! Platinum Edition. So let's see how we do. Most importantly, let's have a great game and let's win. I'm ready. Categories. We have gems, the Bible, fashion, theater, 15th century, and trees. The Bible 100. 1 Samuel chapter 17 verse 23 calls him the champion, the Philistine of Gath. Who is David? Oh no. It was Goliath. David versus Goliath. Alright. This third gospel is addressed to Theophilus, whose name means friend of God. Who is Luke? The Bible for 3. Judges chapter 4 verse 4 tells us she was a prophetess as well as a judge. Who is Deborah? Okay. This city given to the tribe of Manasseh was the home of a noted witch. I don't know this one. That city was Endor. Let's close it out. In Genesis, the Euphrates is one of 4 rivers that flow from this garden. What is the Garden of Eden? Coco the novel is a fictional account of this woman's life. Who is Coco Chanel? Fashion for 200. Hosiery the lady prefers. What are Hanes? What is Hanes? This elegant suit for man is also called black tie. What's a tuxedo? The Japanese curacao is a type of this robe with large flowing sleeves. What is a kimono? That's right. Spanish for little shawl. It's a shawl or veil, usually made of black lace. It's a mantilla. Mantilla, I'm not sure. Either way, I'm not worried. South Africa's De Beers Consolidated Mines control over 3/4 of the world's supply of these gems. What are diamonds? Gems for 200. Sky blue is the most prized color of this gem, which Navajos use to keep them from harm. What is sapphire? It is not sapphire. Turquoise. Turquoise. Its name is from the Greek for well covered, and it covers Australia pretty well. What is the eucalyptus? This family of tropical trees has two major types of leaves, fan-shaped and feather-shaped. What is the palm tree? The Save This Giant Tree League was one of the first conservation groups in the U.S. What is the redwood? For 400 trees. These trees are known for their winged seeds called keys. What are pine trees? No, I don't remember. It was maples. Okay. Deposits from the coast of the Baltic Sea provide most of this part in reason. Amber. Olivier directed this Lawrence of Arabia star in Hamlet at the Old Vic. Who is Peter O'Toole? This late Pepsi spokeswoman's trip to Zululand in the 1950s inspired the play Joan and the Zulus. Who is Joan Crawford? Theater for 300. There's the Daily Double. I'll do 2,300. Jessica Taney won a 1948 Tony for originating this role in A Streetcar Named Desire. Who's Blanche Dubois? A 1991 USC production of this Capital Capic play featured real robots. What is R-U-R? David Mamet's adaptation of this avuncular Chekhov play aired on PBS in 1991. Who is Uncle Vanya? Species of this popular poplar include the big tooth and quaking. What's the aspen? A very dark shade of black has the name of this organic gem. See you later. Jet. Alright. Nephrite, a type of jade, was so named because it was thought to alleviate diseases of this organ. What is the kidney? What are the kidneys? In 1473, work began on this chapel, named for Pope Sixtus IV. What's the Sistine Chapel? By the century's end, this Indian empire extended from Peru into parts of Bolivia, Chile, and Ecuador. What is the Incan Empire? captured by the Ottoman Turks, this empire came to an end. What is the Ottoman Empire? No, the other one. Was it the Byzantine Empire? Yeah. Oh well, it's okay. Don't worry about it, just move on. Having spent his fortune on exploration, this Portuguese prince died in debt in 1460. I think I know this one. Oh, Henry the Navigator, so that wasn't my guess. For some reason, I was thinking Vasco da Gama. Last clue. In 1479, these two powerful kingdoms were united under the rule of Ferdinand and Isabella. And that was... It was Castile and Aragon. Double Jeopardy coming up. Let's start. Inventors 1,000. Sir Joseph Swan invented the dry plate method of this. Photography. Alright. His method of printing was so good, it remained little changed for 500 years. Who was Gutenberg? I'll take minutes for 600. In 1948, Kevin Toy developed the modern plastic type of this eye lens. What is a contact lens? Inventors for 400. In the 1790s, Richard Trevithick invented the first high-pressure type of this engine. Steam engine. Oh, yeah. In 1884, this American insurance salesman perfected first practical fountain pen. Lewis E. Waterman. Her forces needed only 10 days to break the English siege of Orleans in 1429. Who was Joan of Arc? Let's keep it going. You may know the Chicago fire started in her barn. You may not know if her first name was Catherine. Who was Mrs. O'Leary? Helen Morgan's greatest stage success was playing Julie in this 1927 Jerome Kern musical? Showboat. In 1876, Eliza Ann Young published The Wife Number 19, the story of her marriage to this religious leader. Who is Brigham Young? She paid her publisher to print the first edition of the Boston Cooking School Cookbook. That was Fannie Farmer. If you look Sharpay and feel Sharpay, you're one of these. What is a flower? I really didn't mean to buzz in. Yeah, I shouldn't have buzzed in. I don't know the answer. You're a dog. You're a dog. Alright. It's okay. It's the continent that's home to the International Court of Justice. What is Europe? Alright. The continent 600. On a continent, a very nice guy is called a Bonzer bloke. What is Australia? The Berbers are native to this continent's northern coast. What's Africa? It's the continent with the second greatest number of Confucians. What is North America? The continents for two. The Dibble iceberg tongue hangs off this continent. What is Antarctica? Potpourri for 400. The new champ model of this knife has 29 tools, including an orange peeler and a divot fixer. What is a Swiss Army knife? Debussy called this a form of entertainment where there is always too much singing. What is an opera? The number of Henry VIII's wives who lost their heads over him. It was 2. 2. Ten to the 100th power is a Google. 10 to the Google power goes by this name. Ikarupa. It's a Googleplex. Googleplex. Appropriately, one of the local newspapers in this Arizona town is called the Epitaph. What is Tombstone? This judge's saloon, the Jersey Lily, doubled as this courtroom. Who is Roy Bean? The Wild West for 600. In 1836, a saddle tramp named Jack McCall shot this man in the back of the head while he played cards. Who is Wild Bill Hickok? He wasn't killed while robbing a bank, but while straightening a picture on a wall in his home. Who's Jesse James? Dark nickname of the outlaw who sometimes left phones behind after he held up stagecoaches. Who is Black Bart? Nickname given to orphan cast, sometimes urged to get along. What are little dogies? To stop one of these, get ahead of the pack and force the cattle to mill in a tightening circle. What is a stampede? To college, Gene Autry wrote the article on this cowboy skill. Roping. He takes a green group of cowhands, prepares them for the drive, and then leads it. The trail boss. Now the last clip. The spiked wheel on the back of this is called a rowel. It's a spur. Spur. Alright. Final Jeopardy. Yep, so I'm the overall winner, and I'll see you all for the next game. Right after the break.